Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the National Plumbing Regulators Forum Conference. Although I'm sorry that I can't be with you in person, I am delighted to be part of the conference and to be able to present to you today. I have watched with great interest and sadness the devastating floods, cyclones and bushfires that have affected Australia in recent weeks. It seems incredible that you were evacuating people due to flooding and bushfires in the same state in the same week. The impact of these floods has been horrendous going by media reports, and the long-term impact will be hard felt, no doubt. This brings me to my central point, that these significant weather events are becoming more common and have a significant impact on our industry. In the last few years, we have seen the devastating impact of the tsunami in Southeast Asia, hurricanes in the southern United States, earthquakes in Haiti and very recently New Zealand, and even here in Scotland, some towns and cities have seen regular flooding of homes and other buildings. In the aftermath of each of these events, the greatest immediate needs include the supply of clean drinking water and healthy sanitation. There is, of course, also the long-term impact of rebuilding with a high demand for plumbing practitioners. What has happened in Australia will no doubt place a strain on the industry across your nation. What significant events like this do achieve is the galvanising of communities and highlight the importance of regulation, professional practice, good planning and building robust water and sanitation systems. One of the principal aims of the World Plumbing Council is to highlight the important role which is played by the plumbing industry in every society. While Australia has a relatively well-regulated industry and there is perhaps better awareness of the role of plumbing than in some other countries, the fact remains that it is only when natural disasters occur that there is real understanding of just how bad things can be when water supply and sanitation do not operate in the way which most people take for granted. At the same time, in many parts of the world, plumbing infrastructure as you and I know it simply does not exist. Supplies of potable water are either non-existent, sporadic or unreliable. Sanitation as we know it is simply not there. The health impact of these failings is huge, and people are dying in large numbers simply because they do not have access to basic plumbing facilities. I'm not simply referring to countries like Africa and India here. One of my WPC board members paid a visit to a former Soviet republic last year, and the plumbing conditions which he found in a hospital there were simply horrific. He has made recommendations about what needs to be done, but there is a real issue about where the money is going to come from. Last year, the WPC decided to set aside one day when we would all encourage those in the plumbing industry to do something which would draw attention in a positive way to the role played by plumbing. This idea worked well, and in many countries the media picked up on stories which highlighted the health and environmental roles played by our industry. This is year 2, and in 2 days' time we will be celebrating the second World Plumbing Day. Your conference is one of the events which have been organised to celebrate World Plumbing Day, and today I'm due to be in Bangalore, India, preparing for a joint World Plumbing Day event which WPC has organised with the World Health Organization. 2 weeks ago I visited a primary school near my office in Edinburgh, where I talked to the children about water, health and plumbing. The presentation which I used has been developed this year as part of our World Plumbing Day arrangements, and I know that it's being used in many countries. My hope is that the young people who see this presentation will grow up to respect plumbing in a way which older people tend not to. Our hope is that little by little, the world over, our industry will gain better respect as more and more people come to realise that without effective plumbing systems, we will indeed be in a sorry state.